hope you are having a wonderful Martin Luther King holiday. We got absolutely pummeled up here in Canada this weekend. I think we must have had about 2 feet of snow on Saturday, and it was insane with the cars getting stuck. And we actually had a near miss accident ourselves, but thanks to my husband's pro driving skills that he learned being a drift driver for the Acura team, we were able to avoid a T-bone accident that probably would have put us in the hospital and might not have even been here. So thank God for that. I hope you all have been safe and sound. It is chilly up here, negative 26 degrees Celsius. So I don't know if anyone is texting or putting anything up, notes or chat. Hey, Bat Scientist, I see it now. Okay, cool, thanks. So I hope you guys have been doing well in this new year so far. It's been crazy with cannabis stocks and also cryptocurrency stocks with the new press release. Hey, we're going to be taking crypto, and then all of a sudden, boom, you see it skyrocket up, and then the parabolic move to the downside as well, which is also happening with the cryptos if you've been following them at all. I definitely want to let you guys know that the Modern Trader Summit registration is up, as well as the speakers, and if you choose to be an affiliate, you can sign up there too. I'm really, really excited for it. There's some great speakers there. It's probably over 50 years of trading experience that you're going to be hearing from. Oh, yeah, that's chilly, 6 degrees, haha. But it's going to be very, very exciting. And when I first went to my first one with Timothy Sykes, which was not this past year, but the year prior, 2015, it was amazing. And it's so exhilarating to be around other traders that have the same passion as you, to go ahead and learn from them. And you can talk shop, you can really talk about your own passion with them and they get it. It's not like a friend that might be negative and say, oh yeah, right, you're gonna be a day trader. Yeah, right, good luck with that. No, you have people that are gonna support you and encourage you and also be able to talk about different strategies. So it's definitely a win-win situation. So check it out if you haven't already. As always, I do this to help you guys. If you guys have questions, shoot me an email at carpeprofit@gmail.com. Always happy to help. I have a bunch of people that are always asking me, how do I get started? Hey, stock fella. How do I get started into day trading? And it's really simple. Just go ahead and start studying. If there's terminology, then where are you going to look for this terminology? I always send people to investopedia.com because I have people that are asking me about short float. What does short float mean? What does short float volume mean? And I try to give them the tools to find it out as well, because sure, I can teach people how to do something, but if they can also figure out where to go and learn it, it's going to help them be a better trader because they can look for it. 100%, sorry. You guys are having fun, huh? So I'll get into my watch list for the week. It's definitely, as you guys already know, if you've been following me, I'm not a licensed professional. I did have my Series 7 back in 2000, but it's not current. So these are all my opinions, and definitely do your due diligence in researching and also checking out the chart and everything that you decide into getting into a trade, as well as trading with proper risk management. I'm going a little fast because I have to go pick up my little one. She's at daycare. It's been a great day. I just got my hair done, my nails done. I love having it one day off from the market when my kids are in daycare. It's a mommy day. Okay, so getting on to the watch list. So for my longs, I have WPCS, and all the charts are actually going to be on my blog. I'll post them on the blog. We had to do a live today because my husband, who does all my video editing, had his computer crash, Alienware. We're not too happy about that, and we think it might be done for good. So we might be doing this for a little while. So back to the list. WPCS with a float of 2.31 million, and Friday's short volume was 50.56%. I would look for support of 1.39 and 1.67. Bats, yes, it was fairly tough back in 2000. Thanks. And I did self-study for my Series 7, and I was working at Smith Barney at the time, and I was contemplating working as a broker, and then I saw WorldCom with their crash, and people had margin with their options, and I just saw the devastation and decided, hey, I don't really want to trade other people's money, but I will work on my own. So back to the list. APRI, yes. APRI for a support of 237 and a resistance of 2.79. That has 5.68 million in the float, and Friday's short volume was 45.84%. Both WPCS and APRI are sort of bouncing off of 52-week lows, and they're curling up. It does look like they have some resistance to break. For WPCS, I would say if 190 breaks, then it would go up to 230. For APRI, if it breaks the 279 resistance level, I would say it could go up to 340. With ATRA, that one as well as CAR, they're both, it looks like at 52-week high breakouts or brand new breakouts, but if you look back at the 5-year chart, you'll see for ATRA that it had this resistance level back in December of 2015, and I would say a support level of 27.4 and resistance of 30.42. It does have 10.74 million in the float and 65.2% short float volume on Friday. I would say if ATRA broke out from that 30.50 resistance area, that could potentially go up to $33 and then $38. For CAR, again, it had this resistance level back in October of 2015. So I would look at it support levels of 48.9 and resistance of 49.45. That does have a larger float than I do typically look at for a long, which is 62.7 million, but it did have 60% short float volume on Friday, and it has a fairly large short percentage overall. If it does break the 49.45 level, I would look for it to break 51 and then up to 53. And my final for the longs for day trading would be Weight Watchers, WTW. With Oprah being in that, it's like the Oprah effect, right? She bought into it. I'm kicking myself. I didn't hold it as a long-term trade. I got in at 12, got out at 15, and I have a friend that's held it from 12 all the way up now to 59. So look for a support of 58.19 and a resistance of 59.7. It does have 27.45 million in the float and a short float volume of 40%. This one is sort of like Xnet or Watt. It does keep hitting new 52-week highs. Roku as well. New 52-week highs, pulls back, some people sell off a little bit, shorts start getting trapped, and it squeezes up. So it keeps doing that on the way up, and more news comes out. Oprah's opening her mouth about it, which is in essence pumping the stock, not intentionally, but she does have the Oprah effect, and it just continues to grow. And I don't remember when she owns 10%, and I'm not sure whether it is 2019 or 2020 that she can start selling her shares. So as she's holding, it just continues to grow and grow and grow. I'm sure probably that once we start seeing a Form 4 come out about her selling, that it will start to turn to the downside a bit, but it probably won't drop drastically. But for now, I am definitely long biased on that stock and could potentially be more of a long-term swing as well. For the shorts for this week, I would look at PRGS. It is at a 52-week high right now. It does look like it's pulling back a little bit from that 52-week high. I would look for support of 50.94 and resistance of 51.99 or 52, and a float of 46.6 million. Next, I have AREX. Does look like it's trying to test a resistance level, a longer-term resistance level for a gap up of 430, but I would say support right now is 385 and resistance of 4.03. If it does get to that 430 level, I would definitely cut it quits because if it continues up, I think there's a gap fill movement and lots of shorts will be getting squeezed from that point. That one has 81.87 million in the float. To answer your question about how long it takes to get your Series 7, I did a self-study for about 3 months, and then I did an intense weekend course and went ahead and took the exam and was lucky, one of the lucky few to pass it on my first try. Majority of people actually fail it on their first attempt. But since I took it, I know that the regulations have changed a lot, and I believe that it's gotten even harder to take. And I think you can hold it with a brokerage house for 5 years. You can sort of shelf it if you want to go and do something else, and you can always reactivate it, but you would have to sort of do continuing education. Next on the short watch list would be AFL. It does look like it's testing a support level of 74 or excuse me, it's testing a support level right now. Its support is 83.7, resistance of 85.35. If it breaks that 83.50 support, I think it could drop on down to 74.50 area. It does have 384 million in the float. We have CNCE, which looks like it's been pulling back. It hit up to 28 and now it's dropping. Support level of 1881, resistance of 2178, and that one has a lower float to it for a short for my liking. It's 19.77, but just as quickly as the low floats go up in the parabolic move, once people start selling and start getting executed, you will see it drop very, very quickly. Next on my list is Xnet. Xnet has sort of had somewhat of a double top in the past. If you look at it on a daily chart, 28 was the high, and then the next was 25.19. It does have a support right now, I would say, of 1605, resistance of 1730, and it has 64 million in the float. This one had been touted to drop, and finally we've seen that downward movement. If you do look at it and you draw a support line of the trend, to me the support next level would be 1475, and then a horizontal support line of 1311. I do have some long swing potential stocks out there for more than just a day trade of NTCT, OVAS, CACC, PAYC, and PETS. And if you guys had been watching the long-term swing that I mentioned before, CRSP, it's definitely doing well, already up $6 from $22.50, so definitely a good one there. And the OLED from last January that I'd mentioned just broke 200 when we got in at 59. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know. I'll answer a couple questions really quickly before I go get my daughter. No questions? All right, guys. As always, Carpe Profit, seize those profits one trade at a time. Definitely check out the Modern Traders Summit.com, and hopefully I will meet you guys all in person. I'm really excited to meet everyone and speak with everyone in person. Have a great day and trade with proper risk management tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. See you later.